We are back with Harry's Barn. Now, Harry's Barn's just getting revved up again. Remind me to enter those horses to qualify. It's just getting revved up again. Beef and Cheddar raced great the other day. 55 and a bit, last quarter 28. The second fastest last quarter of the entire day of all the races in Sarnia, minus one horse. So second fastest. Just looked really, really good. Mario drove him good. He's in to go Monday at Mohawk. Braemar we've been up and down, and I know I talked to Alan and a number of people that own Braemar are with us. You know, we wanted to put weight on him. I haven't seen him. Amy said he's putting weight on. Johnny said he's putting weight on. They trained him today. He said he trained good. Might put him into qualify on Tuesday and see where that leads. I mean, I don't want to shut the colt right down just to put weight on him if we can put weight on him as we go. We have bought some supplements. He's on some supplements to help him put some weight on him. Hopefully they work good. We will see. Brilliant Corners is in to go Tuesday. He qualified great, obviously. Sylvain said, yeah, he's awesome. It's just so shocking. He was one of the worst horses we had all winter. Just a horrible, horrible animal. And he just turned out to be such a good horse. You just never know. And it's important for people to understand that. You know, we have people that email me all the time now saying, you know, I want to put together a group and we want to have this breeding program. I want to look at it and have them picked out. And then, you know, could we have an expert look at the conformation? I said, okay, yeah, no problem. That's fine. You never know. So you can have whatever algorithms and programs you want to look at the horses, and you can have whatever experts you want. If those experts were so smart, the $2 million horses would be $1 million horses right now. Instead, one a maiden in Kentucky in 57. Just so you know, my dog Cruz could trot in 57 over Kentucky, and the other horse has never even surfaced. So, and that's not taking a dig at anybody. It's not to say that those people don't know. What I mean is, you can look at everything given to you. It's what you can't look at that makes the horse, right? Their attitude, their work ethic, their speed. These are things that you can't tell, right? These are intangibles that no one on earth can tell you for certain. And that's why it's so cool to watch horses like My Jazz, who has never impressed anyone on the track other than say, gee, she's a really nice filly, because she was a very inexpensive horse, and that she's excelled and done very well. So people like me that cheer for the underdogs really love My Jazz, but no one could ever tell you My Jazz was going to be a nice horse. I'm a Lovely Lady, another inexpensive horse, right? Spirit of Dio, we just got done talking about her. She was a $10,000 yearling. So it's not that I understand that people want to buy, you know, they want to feel like they're getting that leg up, that head start, and it's just not the case many times. So I'm very, very happy to to work with anybody and to look at your algorithms and have whoever look at horses for us if you want. But at the end of the day, we're going to get all the horses in like one big team, and we're going to work them. We're going to whittle them down. We're going to polish them up, and we're going to see what we have next year, just like we did the years before. And that is what we are going to do for the most part at the stable. So this tied in obviously to Brilliant Corners. We got him in, decent looking horse. You know, the whole deal with Brilliant Corners was he was supposed to come and then be sold on Standardbred Canada. We were just kind of going to break him for Bob. And it was Danny O'Brien who said, no, geez, he's a really nice looking horse. We should keep him. And then it was only maybe a month later, we were like, oh my God, this horse is horrible. Like, he's just ignorant, rude, and he's a runaway and making tons of breaks. A pacer, nonetheless. Just couldn't get him right until much later in the spring. And then it was all of a sudden, it wasn't a snap of a light bulb, but it was like a little flicker. You saw him in his qualifiers. Sylvain went with him, and I was happy Sylvain went with him because I didn't want to go with him. So Sylvain went with him, a little quieter, and Sylvain did a great job. You know, say what you want, Sylvain Fillion's got an exceptional set of hands on him. You know, much like James, keeps the horses very quiet. You know, and I just didn't want to go with the horse, to be honest. And he got better and better. And then even in his first start, leading up to his first race, I still wanted to put him in the Prospect Series in Dresden. Only it didn't fill, so he ended up in the grassroots. And I remember exactly where I was. I was sitting at the stable gate at Northfield Park, ready to leave for the evening. And I'm watching, this was the night Beef and Cheddar got set back in the first race. Adrenaline Rush gets set back in the second, or vice versa. And I'm losing my mind. And the next hope for the stable is Brilliant Corners. So, I mean, I was getting a little frustrated, a little on edge. I actually had to turn the volume up on my phone because I couldn't believe that was him. Come first over and just jogged. 54 last quarter, 26-4. At that point, we knew we had a horse. And it wasn't until that point. Even Sylvain, he was the one that told me take him to the Prospect Series. He didn't know. So you just don't ever know. And Brilliant Corners is a perfect example of that. And I just couldn't be any more surprised or any more happy than I was for the horse and for us. And again, you look down the next horse, No Free Lunch. Didn't really impress anybody until Danny got injured and we really opened him up a couple of times. Now, he's a little flat in his last start. I think he had a curb right behind. We had that fixed the other day. So hopefully we get the best form of No Free Lunch back for the rest of the season. Northern Blizzard, another horse that I tell you, it's speed, but is he good? Is he not? I don't know yet. But he seems like he has talent. He qualified well. Now, he had some vet work done on him the other day, and the vet said, yeah, his knees were bothering him a little bit. Lower hocks were bothering him a little bit. So we spent a little money on No Free Lunch, but I think that will come back. Northern Blizzard, sorry. That will come back in spades, hopefully. Where are we at? Tipsy and Dixie, another big question mark all spring. I screwed up last time and forgot to put her in the grassroots, so what did Tipsy and Dixie do? She just bailed me out. Finished 4th in the gold, trotted a huge mile. She's in today, Saturday, in the grassroots in Hanover. Sorry, we're bouncing around again. Capistrano, I told everybody we're just going to have to bite our lip and wait for Capistrano. She's better now. She's sounder now. I think the allergies...
She can go to the track next week, actually.
She what?
She's going to the track next week.
Yeah, next week she's going to try. She's going to qualify on Tuesday. So Harry said, listen, do you want to go to Georgian? I have no interest in going in the numbers at 50 or 60,000 to Georgian. Why don't you just re-qualify her for Mohawk? So that is what we're doing with Capistrano. I know it's frustrating, but at the same time, there's a nice filly in there. If we take care of her, hopefully we can have a good filly throughout the fall and winter of 2020, 2021. Yes, exactly. Cabernet is not on this list. Good thing you said that. Cabernet is trained in 2-4 the other day, and she will be heading to Mohawk on Wednesday. Harry said he wants to go a mile in 2 minutes with her, so good. Muscle Chrome, another filly, not like Capistrano, never been fast or very sound or very good for that matter, but a filly that I probably will be breeding in the springtime. So we just kind of killing time with her, probably send her over and train her a decent mile this week. She's at the farm, right? Yeah. Train her a decent mile this week and get her back going later on. I think in the fall, London type horse, London Flamborough, get a mark on her, get some money, that would be nice. And then we're going to breed her. That's the plan for Muscle Chrome. Trafalgar has been racing good. Raced good her last start. James came from another area code to finish 4th with her. I think she was literally at the gas station in Milton at the head of the lane and ended up 4th. Raced very, very good. And then unfortunately we got to end with White Tiger, who has been a little bit of a sore spot for a number of people over the last little while. I think his first 3-4 races, the drives he got were suspect. I don't think he got a real good chance to race. And then the one time I physically told James I would assault him if he took him off the gate again, and he put him on the run leaving with him last week. So there's going to be a little tinkering made. He said he was on the left line. We're going to add a line pole on the outside of White Tiger and see how he is on next Thursday. He races in the numbers of 5,000. I know a lot of people have called for him to come to Pennsylvania. I can't take the entire thestable.ca to Pennsylvania and Ohio. I can't do it. So if White Tiger needs to go to the Meadows for a bit, I will take him. If he's no good on Thursday, he is getting on a truck and coming. But I have warned my wife right here and James that I don't want that to happen, but it will if it comes to it. So that is Harry's barn. Still got Mario, Jason, and Kevin's barn. Be back in just a second.